architecture and interior design? Find a 3D designer today. Fiverr.
Boo. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am back. Um, Hopefully you guys are doing well. I personally am doing good. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't you stream yesterday? What day was it? Yesterday was Monday. I did say I was going to stream. Usually it's like sort of the weekend days where I guess I take some days off. Usually it's Sunday, but Sunday I did decide to stream just a little bit. But there was actually a very good reason for why I didn't stream yesterday. And I'm not going to go over it because it is something personal, something bad. Um, I'm fine, like I said, I'm fine. But yeah, stuff going on around me that is not so fine. So it was kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to stream yesterday. So yeah, which is a bit of a shame. I did have a sort of idea for an April Fool's joke that I was going to do. Um, but you know, things come up in life. Can't have fun all the time, you know? Um, but yeah, basically, should I say what I was gonna do or should I say for next year? I mean, yeah, I could probably say it. It's whatever. But basically, the April Fool's joke was going to be something on the lines of, um, I was gonna put in the title something like, I'm done making Perona, or like I'm tired of making her, switching over to making just like switching over to being like a booby streamer or something like that. And I actually made, hold on, I wonder if hold on, let me see. I actually made an extra version of the goblin. Oh, you can't really see what's happening, but the goblin, I gave him tits. Um, big old ones. So that was gonna be the joke. You can't even see it, so it probably would have been very terrible, actually. Um, but yeah, it was very like last minute, quick notice, kind of like, oh, how I think maybe this would be funny, and then I just quickly made it, literally the day before. Um, and yeah, but April Fools has gone and went. April Fools was an interesting day. There was a lot of things that went on. Um, you know how it is, April Fools. A lot of games do a lot of April Fools stuff. A lot of things popping up. But anyway, so yeah, we'll try to do some normal streams from here on out. Um, if for whatever reason I have to like mute or end the stream a bit early out of nowhere, I'm just giving you guys a heads up because yeah, like I said, there are things going on in the background in my life. Um, and yeah, things can happen randomly. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not in the loop of things, but things are happening. So yeah, we'll just push through it as best as we can. All right. So a few updates happened. Number one, something that I care about, but most of you probably don't. I think Fortnite got updated today, or like in the morning or something. I don't think it got updated, but I think they added a few things that were already in the game files into the game. I haven't played it, so I don't know. We didn't really play yesterday. But there was also a little bit of a patch. Actually, it was a pretty big patch, I think. For Helldivers today. In the morning, 5 a.m. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Because, as you know, I am a Helldivers streamer, content creator, obviously. That's all I do. All I do is play Helldivers on stream. So yeah, let's look at what kind of things they added. I've already seen some things pop up on my For You pages, and I'll mention them because I don't think they're mentioned in the patch notes. But anyway, good day, Helldivers. Today we have slightly bigger update for all of you assist in the liberation efforts of your galaxy, as well as some environmental threats to watch out for. May liberty guide your path. So there's some balance changes to submissions, stratagems, weapons, enemies, and Helldivers, general fixes and stability improvements, and an increase to level cap. Now, I'm not at the level cap. I believe I'm like 39, level 39. The level cap was level 50, and they have since increased it to level 150. But one thing that I think I saw, and I think is the case, is that if you were level 50, any bonus XP that you got since becoming level 50 was kind of like retroactively added to your account. So if you were level 50 before the update and you played a shit ton after reaching level 50, then your level is probably going to show that from what I've seen. So I've seen people jump from like 50 to level 70 because of just like how much they played after reaching level 50, which I think is good. I think that's a good idea. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered um, either way, whether like, you were level 50 for a while and then the new level cap and you have to like get those levels back or whatever. Because I don't think there's anything that you can unlock for reaching those higher levels at the moment. Probably in the future there will be, but for now, yeah. What the hell? Something like changed. Hold on, what? Okay, now everything seems fine. That was weird. So yeah, they added some planetary hazards, blizzards, and sandstorms. I have played, I think, in a few desert maps. I think I only played like in one snow map, and I think it was a fighting against the robots. Um, so yeah, interesting stuff. Balancing, retrieve essential personnel, move the enemy spawn points further away from the objective to give players a fairer chance of defending the location. There are fewer civilians required to complete the missions on higher difficulties. I think that is good overall. Um, I think from what I've seen or heard, at the moment there's a lot of defense missions, and when there is defense missions, it's mostly like those kind of retrieve personnel type missions. Um, they can get quite hectic if you don't play carefully or correctly. It has been a while since I've played the robot missions, so I haven't really done a lot of defense missions, so I am a little bit kind of like out of practice. But it'd be interesting to see how that is. Like the title suggests, I might play a bit later today to check out the changes. It kind of depends on how things go and if I have the time. Like I said, destroy command bunkers. Now has more objective locations. Missions are too easy before compared to other missions. It can now appear in operations from difficulty 5. I think that's good. I think destroy the bunkers missions were the ones that were like 15 minutes long or something like that. And you just have to go around, similarly to like the close the bug hole missions. You just have to go and destroy fabricators. I believe that's what it is. And then after you destroy them all, you could leave. So yeah, and usually you would destroy them fairly quickly because, you know, they're not that hard. And then you would just spend the rest of your time instead of walking around doing side objectives. So now it has more objective locations. Operation modifiers halved the negative effects of operation modifiers that increase stratagem cooldowns or call-in times. That is good. I think that was a good change. Especially since I believe in a patch before they mentioned that, oh, you know, um, and it's a comment that they made that sort of like kind of bit them in the ass a little bit, but they basically said something along the lines of, you know, your primary weapon's not supposed to do everything. Uh, when you can't, your primary weapon doesn't work, use a stratagem. And then people were like, well, what about these modifiers that like increase like stratagem cooldown or increase like how long it takes for a stratagem to land? Like those kind of mess up that idea, that concept of using stratagems instead of your primaries sometimes. So I think overall that's really good. Okay. So now primary, secondary support weapons. Arc thrower, fixed charging inconsistencies. It will now always take 1 second to charge a shot. I don't know if that's a buff or a debuff. I don't remember. I feel like that's a buff, right? Because how long did it take to charge originally? I feel like it's been about a second. It doesn't take that long. A second doesn't sound that long. Um, so I don't know if that's a buff. I have to test it out. But obviously, the arc thrower is not the best in the robot missions, so that is a bug mission weapon, in my opinion. Arc thrower distance reduced from 50 meters to 35 meters. I think that's fine. It was kind of weird how long range it was. You would suspect, similar to the shotgun, um, for arc weapons to be sort of low range because you know, in my head it makes sense why they reduce the low range, reduce the range. Arc throwers don't really go that far. They sort of arc to like everything, so you'd expect them to arc to the ground a lot sooner. So yeah, I mean it is a nerf, but like whatever. But they did increase the stagger force, so yeah, I don't know. Is this a buff? Is this a nerf? I mean, obviously there are nerfs, but I don't know if the charging inconsistencies is a nerf or buff. I'm gonna have to test it out when we have to fight bugs again. And then they changed a bunch of like other things. Oh, I guess I'll go through it. Guard dog, I don't really use it, but it now restores full ammo from supply boxes. Anti-material rifle, damage increased by 30%. Which one was the? I think that was the sniper rate that you could order in. All right, that's pretty good. Break Incendiary, more damage, 5 extra damage per bullet. Fire damage per tick increased by 50% from all sources. Liberator Penetrator now has a fully auto mode. Dominator has increased damage and increased stagger. Defiance Counter Sniper increased armor penetration from light to medium. I believe that was a sniper that you could use as a primary. I think bringing it to medium is a good idea. It's kind of weird that the sniper that kind of like shoots very slow and you kind of have to be very meticulous with its aiming was kind of like worse than using like some other primaries. So I'm glad they changed that. The slugger, which they buffed, I think in the last big patch that they did, kind of got a bit of a nerf. Reduced stagger, reduced damage, reduced demolition force. They fixed armor penetration tag in the menu. The slugger, liberator concussive, and senator fixed incorrect armor penetration tags in the menu. Okay, whatever. The recoilless rifle increases the number of rockets you can restore from supply boxes, from 2 to 3. The spear got the same change as well, just increases the amount of ammo you could get per supply drop. And the heavy machine gun got its fire rate reduced, which I think is a good thing, because then it would make it easier to sort of handle, because it's not shooting as fast, and that means the recoil isn't going insane. So I don't know if people see that as a nerf. In my opinion, it kind of sounds like a buff, but even then, when I was using the heavy machine gun, I was tapping it, because yeah, holding it down is not the best idea. Patriot exosuit rockets will now penetrate armor only on direct hit. So I guess no more splash damage. So I guess that is a bit of a nerf. Enemies. Balancing adjustments have been made to chargers. Normal melee attacks now does less damage against exosuits. Bile spewers and nursing spewers do less damage with their puke. I think that's good. I don't know if it's still insta-kills. I feel like every time, especially with the bile spewer, if you got caught off guard and they just spit on you, they just insta-kill you. It's similar to how the Bile Titan just like insta-kills you with their bile. The Bile Titan no longer can be stunned, which I guess is a nerf for the stun grenade, because the stun grenade used to be able to stun the Bile Titans. Shriekers no longer create bug breaches, which is a good thing. It'd kind of be like if stalkers could create bug breaches, which I don't think they can. So that's honestly a good change, I think. Shriekers hitting you while they are dead, now significantly less damage. That is obviously good. I remember when I first played the game with the Shrieker, I killed one and it immediately killed me by dropping on me. So hopefully that happened a lot less. They made heavy and medium armor better. Heavy, now you take 10% less damage than before. And with medium, you take 5% less damage than before. So yeah. I guess making the heavy and medium armors more worth it for those who mainly run light armor to get the speed boosts, you know, not weighed down. They fixed a bunch of stuff with PS5. There was some issues there. I'm just kind of speed running through it now. Enemy being able to fire the weapon while. Oh, fix exosuits being able to fire the weapon while opening the mini-map. That was an issue before. I remember that. I talked about that, how it's like, oh, why, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna go there. What else? Improve the system that prevents Hellpod steering close to large or important objects. Fix cases where the ground under some assets could be bombed, causing them to float. Ballistic shield changes. I don't think anyone uses ballistic shields. Collision mesh has significantly increased in size for more forgiveness. Change shield position so that less of the health is exposed. Address bug with a Parts of the Helldiver would become vulnerable while using the shield in first person. And then the last things are the known issues, which we won't go over because they're not fixes. They're just things they know about. All right. Okay, yeah. So those were the patch notes. A couple things that they added, which were not included in the patch notes, which is something that they like to do, um, is now there are like really big, like walking dog AT-ATs, I guess you could call them, in the game now on the robot front, and there is also flying ships that, from what I've seen, look really annoying. So yeah, a couple new enemy types added to the pot armies. So it would be interesting to see uh, how that plays out, how that looks potentially later. So yeah, cool stuff, huh? Cool stuff. Cool update. Can't wait to see the new guys coming out. And I guess I'm also wondering when the next War Bond is coming out. I mean, I don't expect it to be soon. I can't remember when the last one came out. But yeah, good stuff, I think. So yeah, apart from that, I guess the last thing that I wanted to talk about, which I kind of forgot but I just remembered, so is a game that was free yesterday. It's no longer free. I wish I was what's it called? I wish I was streaming so I could let you guys know about the game. You guys probably saw it if you guys are clued in enough. Um, but basically, a new game was free only for yesterday, and that game was called Content Warning by I believe it's called Titanfall Studios. Maybe they do a bunch of really cool games. Um, good people. So yeah, I got it yesterday. It was free only for a day yesterday. Other than that, you had to pay like $7 for it. So hopefully you guys got it while it was free. If you guys didn't, well then, sorry. What the hell? Oh. Um, but yeah, I got it yesterday. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen, it does look very fun. Um, if you guys haven't seen it, basically like Lethal Company, but instead of your goal being to, make money for a company, your goal is to become kind of like, what is it, like famous on the internet. So you're going to scary places to just record shit, and then you're posting it online. And the more scary shit you capture on your camera, the better you do, the more money you get, and yeah, stuff like that. So I haven't played it, like I said. I probably will play it because I think I told everyone in my friend group to like, hey, go get it. Um, so yeah, I might try it out later. I don't know if it's gonna be today. I don't know if it's gonna be in a week from now, but I will probably try it out. And when I do, I will get back to you guys on if I think it's good. It probably is because from what I've seen, people really like it. Um, it's just like really stupid fun. That you could play, kind of I guess sort of like Lethal Company. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about. Um, Nothing else I have to say. I kind of realized, I guess I could start working. Okay. So today, I think, I don't remember what I said a couple of days ago of what I wanted to do. Um, a couple of days ago, I do remember that I was oh, you know what I was doing? Yes, that's right. I was making the umbrella. Almost done with the umbrella, actually. All I have to do is connect it to the stick that I made. Um, and I already have the open version complete. I think I talked about this the other day, how I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I should connect this to the rod that I already have, and then using like not that shape keys, I could modify this to become the closed version, and then so I'd just open and close using a shape key. That probably is the best idea, but I'd have to sort of get this shape down. Um, it feels like the little like bands here are a lot smaller than they look here. Maybe they're just squished together, which is why they look small. I'll have to go to try. So yeah, a couple things I could do today, or actually three things. Number one, finish the umbrella. I started last time. I could finish it. I'm almost done with it. TBH. All I have to do, like I said, is I need to add the horns, which shouldn't be too hard because I think I'm just gonna make it a plane sticking out of um one of the things there. The eyes are gonna be painted on. I have to give it some thickness because I want the top and the bottom to have two different textures, obviously, because I think it'd look good. And then when connecting the rod to the actual thing, I kind of want it to sort of, I could just like shove it in and sort of not really connect it, or I could also try to sort of stitch the two meshes together to make one mesh. I still don't know. I guess I'll figure it out. And like I said earlier, I don't know if the top of the umbrella has like some sort of um, little thing up here, because sometimes umbrellas have like a little button up here. I guess sort of to like connect the stick to the umbrella. I don't know if I'm gonna add that. It doesn't seem to have it, or at least in any of the artwork that I see, I don't see it, or at least it's like not angled in a way that I can see it. So I might just not add it and just leave it at that. Sorry, I think my voice is giving out because I haven't like talked this much in like a couple days now. Or I guess a day. It hasn't been that long. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, and if I do that, then the entire thing with the shape key is probably going to happen like way later once I actually start doing shape keys for the rest of the, stuff. So yeah, we'll keep it open after I connect it. So I could do that. Oh shit, sorry, I was playing with something and I dropped on the floor. Um, I could do that. I could also work on making some of the ghosts. I have to sort of like think about like how I want to use it because I kind of want the ghost to be similar to how the umbrella and the broom with Medusa worked. I want them to be props. I want them to sort of like be able to come in and out using shape keys. Obviously, like I won't be able to sort of make them do all this crazy stuff like stretch or like change like the position of their limbs. At least I don't think so. Or at least I don't want to. Um, and there's a bunch of like it's not just these guys, but there's also like a bunch of little ones that are probably a lot easier to make. I'll have to think about how exactly, because I could have them like spawn like around her, I guess, similarly to how where is it? To how the 3D model works, where this just has like two right next to her in like static poses. I could do that. It's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, but yeah, I need to think about exactly how I want to do it. And then lastly, the last thing that I can do is obviously her hair, which I do want to actually get done. My idea was I want to finish the hair before I move on to her post time skip outfit, because then like it's done, like pre time skip, everything that I need for it is done, and I don't have to uh worry about it. I don't have to go back to it. At least when it comes to the mesh, obviously I'm gonna have to like do some other stuff with it. But I want the pre-time skip stuff done, and then I can move on to all the post-time skip stuff, which in the last stream I did do some experimentation on, some tryouts on how exactly I was going to do the different little waviness of her dress. I think I found a method that I think works out for me and looks really good. So yeah. And I think I'm not going to worry about the fact that the inside and the outside are two different colors. Because then I had to add some thickness, and I feel like that messed things up a lot. So I'm just going to keep it simple. So yeah. And for this, I don't think I'm going to do too much. I guess I could give her like watch. I don't think I'm going to make her like bigger thing that she has. Just because I don't want to. Her hat obviously is going to be made. I need to figure out how exactly I want to do the whole roses stuff, because I believe these are roses, but they kind of just look like nonsense. But yeah. That's alright. Alright. So yeah. We will begin doing all that. But before we begin, I want to use the bathroom, 30 minutes of talking, and then bathroom time, okay? So yeah, when I come back, I'll probably finish the umbrella, and then I'll probably, I think, work on the hair, because the ghost idea thing, I think I needed some planning or some idea thinking on how exactly I want it to work. So yeah, I will BRB. Let's just do the umbrella for now. I think it's fine actually. Maybe is that too much? I think that's better. Just a little bit of thickness. Oh god. Shade smooth makes it look weird. And that works out better, I think. Hmm. Actually, hold on. Hmm.